Today I will be teaching you The Merchant of Venice, Act 4, Scene 1 from line number 1 to 35. Scene 1, Venice, a court of justice. So Scene 1 takes place in Venice in a court of justice. Enter the Duke, the Magnificos, Antonio, Bassanio, Bresciano, Celerio and others. So in the second line that you see here, the Magnificos. The Magnificos means the noblemen of Venice. Magnificos means the noblemen of Venice. So these are the characters who are present in the court. The Duke, the Magnificos, Antonio, Bassanio, Bresciano, Celerio and others. Duke. What is Antonio here? Here the Duke is inquiring whether Antonio is present here or not. Antonio. Ready. So please your grace. Antonio is telling that he is ready. So please your grace. Your grace here refers to the Duke. Duke, I am sorry for thee, thou art come to answer a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch, incapable of pity, void and empty from any dram of mercy. See the first line there? I am sorry for thee. The Duke is telling, I am sorry for thee. Thee here refers to you. The thee here means you, which refers to Antonio. The Duke is telling that I am feeling sorry for you. He is feeling sorry for Antonio because Shylock has now claimed his bond in the court of law because Antonio has not been able to return 3,000 ducats within 3 months. I am sorry for thee, thou art come to answer a stony adversary. I am sorry for you. You are here to answer a stony adversary. Here a stony adversary refers to Shylock. Now what's the meaning of stony adversary? Stony means a stone-hearted person or a hard-hearted person. Stony means a stone-hearted person. Adversary here means opponent, rival or enemy. Adversary means opponent. So what the Duke is telling? Thou art come to answer a stony adversary. You are here to answer a stone-hearted opponent. And who is this stone-hearted opponent? Shylock. An inhuman wretch. Further, Duke is referring to Shylock as an inhuman wretch. Inhuman wretch means a person who is incapable of showing any kind of humanity. So, an inhuman wretch, a person incapable of showing any humanity. Incapable of pity, void and empty from any dram of mercy. Incapable of pity, again he is referring to Shylock and telling that he is incapable of showing any pity. Void and empty from any dram of mercy. Void means devoid. He is devoid, he is empty from any dram of mercy. Dram means a small quantity. Okay? Dram means a small quantity. So Shylock is devoid of even a small amount of mercy. So what Duke is telling about Shylock here, that he is devoid, he is empty of he is not even capable of showing a small quantity of mercy on anyone. So let's look at this extract once again. I am sorry for thee, the Duke is telling to Antonio, I am feeling sorry for you. Thou art come to answer. You are here to answer. After that, he uses certain phrases for describing Shylock. What are these phrases? You see here. Thou art come to answer. You are here to answer a stony adversary. You are here to answer a stone-hearted opponent. An inhuman wretch. A person who is incapable of showing any kind of humanity. Incapable of pity. You are here to answer a person who is incapable of showing any pity. Void and empty from any dram of mercy. You you are here to answer a person who is incapable of showing even a small quantity of mercy. So these are the phrases that Duke uses for Shylock. Next, Antonio. I have heard your grace hath taken great pains to qualify his rigorous course, but since he stands obdurate, and that no lawful means can carry me out of his envy's reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury, and am armed to suffer with a quietness of spirit the very tyranny and rage of his. Okay, now look from the beginning here. Antonio, I have heard your grace. Again, as I told you in the beginning, your grace here refers to the Duke. See there. I have heard your grace hath taken great pains to qualify his rigorous course. These 3 lines, you have a look there. I have heard your grace, it refers to the Duke, hath taken. Hath means has. Taken, there you see K is put in apostrophe, okay? So it will be taken. Okay? I have heard your grace has taken great pains to qualify his rigorous course. Qualify here means to moderate the rigorous proceedings that is being carried out in the court, because Shylock has claimed the bond in the court. So Antonio is thankful to the Duke that in spite of Shylock claiming the bond in the court of law, the Duke has done everything he can do to moderate or to somehow he has tried to convince Shylock not to execute the bond. But since he stands obdurate means he is very adamant, or you can say he is very determined. Shylock is very obdurate, means Shylock is very adamant. Shylock is very determined to carry out his bond. And that no lawful means can carry me out of his envy's reach. And that no law can now save me out of his envy's reach, means out of his malicious intent. Shylock is adamant, Shylock is determined in carrying out his bond, and that now no law can save Antonio from Shylock's malicious intent. I do oppose my patience to his fury. What is, I do oppose. Oppose here would mean face. Okay? Here oppose means face. Antonio here is telling, I do oppose my patience to his fury. He is telling, I will face his fury. I will face his anger with my patience. And am armed to suffer with a quietness of spirit the very tyranny and rage of his. I am armed means I am prepared to suffer with a very quiet spirit. I am prepared to suffer his tyranny, his oppressive power, his rage, his anger. Okay? Rage here means anger. So with patience and with quietness of spirit, I am ready to suffer his tyranny and his rage. Once again you look at the lines. Antonio, I have heard your grace hath taken great pains to qualify his rigorous course. I have heard your grace. I told you your grace refers to the Duke. I have heard your grace has taken great pains to moderate the rigorous proceedings of the court. Means he has tried his best, the Duke has tried his best to convince Shylock not to carry out his bond and show some mercy. But since he stands obdurate, but since he is adamant, since he is determined, and that no lawful means can carry me out of his enemy's reach, and that now no law can save me from his malicious intent. What is his malicious intent? To cut a pound of flesh from his body as per the bond. I do oppose my patience to his fury. He is ready to face, okay, he is ready to face his anger with patience, and am armed to suffer with a quietness of spirit the very tyranny and rage of his. He is telling that I am prepared to suffer. Now Antonio here has now given to his destiny that now he is bound to die. So he is telling, I have prepared myself, I have armed myself, I have prepared myself to suffer his anger, to suffer his rage, to suffer his tyranny, to suffer his oppression with a quiet spirit. With his patience, he is ready to face everything now. Okay, now turn your page. Duke, go on and call the Jew into the court. So now Duke is asking to call Shylock. Celerio, he is ready at the door. He comes, my lord. Enter Shylock. Duke, make room and let him stand before our face. Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but leadest this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of act, and then 'tis thought thou wilt show thy mercy and remorse more strange than is thy strange apparent cruelty, and where thou now exactest the penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh, thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but, touched with human gentleness and love, forgive a moiety of the principal, glancing an eye of pity on his losses, that have of late so hurtled on his back, and now to press a royal merchant down, and pluck commiseration of his state from brassy bosom and rough hearts of flint, from stubborn Turks and Tartars never trained to offices of tender courtesy, we all expect a gentle answer due. So please pay attention line wise. Pay attention line by line as I am going to explain this extract in the next video. Thank you.